welcome to Klasspm. Today we are going to discuss about ratio and proportion. It is also an important topic in the arithmetic section because using this ratio and proportions we can solve many of the questions like races, ages, partnership. These are interlinked. So what is a ratio and what is a proportion? So what is a ratio? Ratio means comparison. So we are comparing with another person. Let us take an example. My salary is 20,000 and my friend's salary is 40,000. So when I am comparing with them, he is double my salary. So my salaries are in the ratio 1:2. So ratio means comparison or share or number of parts. How this shares and number of parts? Let us see. A:B is a ratio. So everyone knows the ratio is represented with the is to symbol. Okay. So when I am writing it, the ratio into share by total. Okay. So it is the parts, number of parts. So A by A plus B. So means in the total parts A plus B is the total parts. I am getting A parts. Okay. In the same way, the total A plus B, another person getting B parts. It is called share. So A by A plus B is a share format. Okay. And A:B is a ratio format. We can write the ratio in the fraction format like A by B. Okay. We can write the ratio in terms of fraction A by B. But here B is not the total. Okay. It is the fraction form. But if you want to write it into a shares format or number of parts, or you are dividing some amount between some persons or in some ratio, then you can write in the share format, share by total. So ratio is not the actual value. So please understood that ratio is not the actual value. These are the share or number of parts. So ratio is not the actual value. For example, 3:2 is the ratio. So here 3 and 2 are not the values. So in an example, A:B equal to 3:2. Then they ask for 2A square by B minus B square by A square plus B square. This is a problem which is regularly asking in the SSC CGL question. Okay. In this type of question, generally every student will substitute A value as 3, B value as 2. But when you substitute like this, you will get the answer. It is the first option in the question paper. But it is not the values. Please remember this. Ratio is the representation of shares or number of parts when comparing to the total number of parts. In this way, well, how to convert ratio into values? Okay. For example, I have 12 and 28. The ratio between these two numbers is, okay, the ratio between these two numbers is, we are cancelling both the values in the same table. Okay. 4 3 ja, 4 7 ja. These both values are cancelled by the same table. Then these two numbers are in the 3:7 ratio. In this question, 4 is the multiplication factor for the both values. In this way, the ratio 3:2 can be converted as a value by multiplying with the same multiplication factor. So here I don't know the multiplication factor. That's why I am taking the multiplication factor as a x. So 3x and 2x. When it is in the ratio format, it is 3:2. When you are converting into the value, then the values are 3x, 2x. Let us see 48, 36 are in the ratio. So 48 and 36 are the values. So what is the ratio? In which ratio they are in? So let us see. 48:36. So these two values are cancelled in the 12th table. So 12 4 ja, 12 3 ja. Now this is the ratio. Okay. 48 and 36 are 4:3 ratio. But 4 and 3 are not the values. Okay. Now I think everyone understood what is the difference between the value and the ratio. Now how can you convert this ratio into value? If you know the multiplication factor, then we can directly convert into the values. Here we know both values are cancelled in the 12th table. Then the multiplication factor is 12. So 48 and 36. If in any question, directly they are giving the ratios, but we don't know the multiplication factors. That's why we are taking as x as the multiplication factor for each and every problem. So let us move to the next topic, inverse ratio. What is the inverse ratio? What is the inverse of 2? It is 1/2. Okay, inverse of 3, it is 1/3. In this way, what is the inverse ratio? Let us see. A is to B is a normal ratio. So, what is the inverse ratio? Same as 1 by A is to 1 by B. Then, we are taking the LCM of A and B because 1 by A, 1 by B. So, ratio can be written in a fraction format. So, A by B. In this way, 1 by A is to 1 by B. We are writing 1 by A by 1 by B. So, next you can reverse it. B by A. Then I am writing it in B is to A form. So, the inverse ratio of A is to B is B is to A. Otherwise, take the LCM of inverse values. What is the LCM of both AB? So, multiply with this AB, AB. Okay. Let us see. 1 by A is into AB is the LCM is to 1 by B into AB. So, cancelling AA, BB. So, again you are getting B is to A. So, the inverse ratio of A is to B is B is to A. But a very small question, a simple question in many of the examination, only they are asking, I think only 1 or 2 situations they are asking. But many of the examination they are not concentrating about inverse ratio. Okay, let us move forward. What is the inverse ratio of A is to B is to C? If there is a 2 terms, we can write. But if it is a 3 terms, then how can we write? Directly, the inverse ratio of A is to B is to A. We are interchanging the values. But if the 3 values, which will come first? Let us move normal method. 1 by A is to 1 by B is to 1 by C. Let us take the LCM. What is the LCM? A, B, C. Okay, multiply with the LCM. A, B, C. 1 by B into ABC, 1 by C into ABC. Okay. Now we are putting BC is to AC is to AB. Okay. This is the inverse ratio of A is to B is to C. Okay. If it is a simple one, A is to B, then we can directly say it is a B is to A. But it is A is to B is to C is to C, then BC, AC, AD. If it is a four terms, A is to B is to C is to D, then follow the same rule. 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by D. Find the LCM, multiply each term with the LCM. Then you will get the inverse ratio. Next, moving to the sum over. Duplicate ratio, subduplicate ratio, triplicate ratio, subtriplicate ratio. What is the duplicate ratio? Let us see. A is to B is a normal value. Okay. Then the duplicate ratio of it is A square is to B square. So 2 is to 3. What is the duplicate ratio? Square of it, 4 is to 9. Okay. 7 is to 8. What is 49 is to 64. Like this, the duplicate ratio is the square of the ratio. Okay. Subduplicate ratio is the square root of the ratio. Okay. Here 100 is to 64. What is the subduplicate ratio? So root of 100 and root of 64 means 10 is to 8. If we can write it in any simplest form, try to write it. 2 5s to 4s. In some questions, we get the answer as 10 is to 8. But in the options, it is in 5 is to 4. Then we are going to get confused. We are getting the right one, but there is no option. So, always try to write the ratios in very simplest form. Okay. How much possible you can write it. Okay. What is the triplicate ratio? It is a cube root. Okay, cube. So 4 is to 7. Okay. What is a 4 cube? 64. What is a 7 cube? 200 and what is a 7 cube? For this you should learn the cubes and squares up to. You should learn the squares up to 25. You should learn the cubes up to 10. What is a 7 cube? 49 into 7, because 7 square is the 49. Okay. And what is this 49 into 7? 343. 343. 4 is to 7. Okay. Like this, what is the subtriplicate ratio? It is a cube root of. Okay. 64 is to 125. Then what is the subtriplicate ratio? 4 is to 5. Okay. Like this, duplicate ratio, subduplicate ratio, triplicate ratio, subtriplicate ratio. These are the basic ones. Now we are moving to compound ratio. What is a compound ratio? Okay. Find the compound ratio of A is to B, C is to D, E is to F. If you find any question like this directly, okay, product of numerators by product of denominators. Okay, here is in the ratio form, but we don't know the numerator. What is the numerator? What is the denominator? Convert this all into the fraction format. Okay, please remember this, fraction format, not share by total format. Okay, A by B, C by D, E by F. Okay, what is the product of numerators? A, C, E by denominators B, D, F. Okay, if you find any question, find the compound ratio of any three ratios, then try to use this one. Okay, let us solve one example question on this compound ratio. Okay, P is to Q equal to 3 is to 4, Q is to R equal to 8 is to 9. Then it is a compound ratio. You can write the compound ratio because it is not permitted up to 3. You can write it for any one. Okay, any two or more than two ratios. Okay, P is to Q are in the ratio 3 is to 4, Q and R in the ratio 8 is to 9. Find P, Q, R. Okay, 3 is to 4, Q is to R equal to 8 is to 9. Okay, directly we can say the common term is the Q, then we are multiplying this and writing 3 is to 32 is to 9. Okay, generally everyone do like this, but it is a wrong thing. Why? Because in ratio, if you multiply one term with some value, the other term should also multiply with the same term, because both are in a relation. Yes, because both are in the ratio means both are having same common multiplication factor. So if it is multiplied with 5, then it should also be multiplied with 5. So we are doing only multiplication of these two. So it is a wrong one. What is the right one? So 3 is to 4, 8 is to 9. So first multiply these two. 3 8s are 24. Multiply these two, 32. Multiply these two, 36. Then what is the simplest form? 6 is to 8 is to 9. Okay. How this? Okay. In this question, only Q is the common value. Okay. We are multiplying Q with 4. Okay. 32 we are getting. But if these are in the ratio, so this term is multiplied with 8 is multiplied with 4. Then automatically 9 should be multiplied with 4. Then it is 36. Okay. Q, here Q and P are in the ratio. They are in relation. Okay. So 4 is multiplied with 8. So 3 should also be multiplied with 8. That is 24. So I am converting into simplest form. 6 is to 8 is to 9. In this way, you can solve the two ratios to get the single ratio. Okay. Now consider this. A is to B is equal to 2 is to 3. B is to C equal to 5 is to 1. So we want to solve A is to B is to C. It is a continued one. How you can say it is a continued one, discontinued one? Because A is to B and B is to C. It is a continued one. A is to B. And the next one is B is to C. Okay. So continuing from the last term of the previous ratio. Okay. We are finding A is to B is to C. Then the same process. First multiply these two. 2 5s are 10. Multiply these two. 3 5s are 15. Multiply these two. 3. Okay. Then verify it. Here B and C are in relation. So B is multiplied with 3. So C should be multiplied with 3. Okay. Now it is multiplied with 3. Compare with the previous one. Here B is multiplied with 5. So A should also multiply with 5. Then 5 2s are 10. Like this. Okay. If it is not in the continued form, means A is to B and C is to B. So B is not continuing here. In this type of problem, what we have to do? Simply, you can convert it into simplest form. Okay. B is to C equal to 3 is to 5. We are not changing any values. We are just transferring the values. We are just transferring the places. Okay. But B is 3. Okay. Here also B is 3. Okay. The same process. 4 3s are 12. 7 3s are 21. 7 5s are 35. Okay. Now moving to the another one. Now here it is a continued one because AB, BC, CD. Okay. Then no need to change its format. Okay. Now A is to B is to C is to D. Please follow the same rule. First multiply these 2, 3, 6. Okay. it is for B, it is for C, and last value 15. Okay, A completed, B completed. Now compare with the previous value. Now C and D are in ratio, means relation. So D is multiplied with 5. So C should also multiply with 5. Okay. Now A is multiplied with 3 to get 6. Okay. So B should also be multiplied with 3. Okay. Now 3. It is the ratio. If you have not understood, then try to solve another question. A is to B equal to 4 is to 7. B is to C equal to 6 is to 5. C is to D equal to 3 is to 2. Now try to solve. Okay. First of all, try to solve. A value 4 6 are 24, 24 3s are 72. Leave B and C. Okay, B, C. Now D, 7 5s are 35, 35 2s are 70. Now compare the values. C and D are in ratio, they are in relation. So D is multiplied with 35 to get 70. Okay, here we got 70, means it is multiplied with 35. So we have to multiply this C value with 35. What is 35 3s? 105. Next, compare with A value. A is 4 and it is multiplied with some, to get the 72, how much we are multiplied with? 18. So we should also multiply with 18. So what is 18 sevens? How much? 70 plus 56 means 126. Is it right? Now, if there is any chance, you can cancel it and write in the simplest form. Okay, try it. Or if you are confused with this one, let me check the very shortcut. Okay, 2 is to 1, 3 is to 5, 1 is to 3. First, to get the, everyone knows, to get the A value, just multiplying with this, we will get A value. Okay, if you multiply all the last terms, we get D value. Okay, to get the C value and D value, follow this. Okay, to get the C value and D value, it is for C value. Okay, to get the D value, follow this. Okay, sorry, it is for B value, green one, and black one is for C value. Okay, so 2 into 3 to get the A value, 1 3 1 to get the B value, 1 5 1 it is for the C value, and last one is for the D value. It is the blind mark to do this type of problem, but in generally for any graduation level competitive examination they will not ask for this one. Maximum railway exams will concentrate on this type of questions. Okay, let us move forward. Then what is a proportion? Proportion means they are in the relation. Okay, proportion means if one term increases, the another term increases. If one term decreases, another term decreases. Proportion means dependency. Okay, one term is dependent with other term value. Okay, here A is proportional to B, means A is dependent of B. If there is any changes in the B value, automatically A should be decreases. Okay, which will follow this type of rules generally? Speed and time both are inversely proportional. It is inversely or directly because they are proportional, dependent. One term is dependent upon others. Okay, in this way, if you are removing the proportionality constant, then you will get some constant. Okay, if you are removing a proportionality symbol, then you will get K as a proportional constant. Okay, it is a normal value. But in ratios, what is a proportion? Okay, one ratio is proportion with another ratio. Okay, here A is to B is a one ratio and it is proportion to the C is to D. So in some relation, A is to B and C is to D are dependency. Okay, if there is any changes in this ratio, definitely it will affect this ratio. Okay, in this way. Okay, how can we write this in this? Okay, we are removing the proportionality constant. We are writing in this form, A is to B equal to C is to D. So we can write in the fraction form, A by B equal to C by D. Okay, by doing the cross multiplication, AD equal to DC, we got a relation. In this proportionality, the proportionality symbol is this for two ratios. For the two values, it is proportionality symbol. For the two ratios, we are using this symbol. Okay, A is to B is a one ratio, is proportional with C is to D another ratio. In this proportionality, the first term is called first proportion, B is called second proportion, C is called third proportion, and D is called fourth proportion. Okay, the relation between these four terms equal to product of the end terms equal to product of the mid term. It is the simplest ratio, single ratio. Okay, when you multiply this end terms and mid terms, then it will form a single ratio. Okay, in this way, the A is to B is to C is to D are relation. They are in relation. Okay, in this, by using this relation, this first proportion, to find a first proportion, then we use A equal to BC by D, second proportion B equal to AD by C. In this way, from this formula we are deriving each and every one, because in some examinations they are giving three values and asking for the find out the first proportion, find out the second proportion, find the third proportion, find the fourth proportion. Okay, if they are mentioning the three values and asking for the other one, okay, like let us take an example. Okay, 2, 3, 4, find the second proportion, then it is the first one, it is the third one, it is the fourth one. Please take in the same order, A, C, D. Why we are not taking the B? Because we have to find out the second proportion. So second proportion is, what is the second proportion? B. Then use this formula, 2 into 4 by 3. Okay, it is 8 by 3. Okay, in this way we can find. If there is any question giving only two values, 2 and 7, find the second proportion. Here he is mentioning only two terms, looking for the second proportion. In this condition, the second proportion and third proportion is same. If any question, if you find with the two values given two values and asking for the second proportion, means that the second and third value is same, like this. Okay, here A is to B is to B is to C. Okay, this is one relation and this is one ratio. Okay, both are in relation, means the second and third proportions are same. In this type of question, B square equal to AC. Okay, in this way, if you want to find out, if they are asking to find out the second proportion or mean proportion, then you have to do like this, B equal to root of AC. Okay, when second and third proportions are equal, then this is called mean proportion. Okay, it is called means proportion. These are the basic concepts of ratio and proportion. Let us move to the problems. Please find out the problems and try to note down it and practice it with changing the different values. Okay, these are some of the questions which are asked in the previous examinations and some of the models in the examinations. Okay, three numbers are in the ratios, 3 is to 2 is to 5, and sum of their squares is 1862. What are those numbers? Okay, here three numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 2 is to 5. Remember, please remember, these are not values, these are the ratios. So these three having common multiplication factor. If you multiply with that, then only you will get the original values or original numbers. Okay, in this condition, how to solve this type of questions? Okay, first take the ratios. Okay, we don't know the multiplication factor, so I am assuming x as a multiplication factor, because for the three terms the multiplication factor is same. So I am converting this ratio into values, 3x, 2x, 5x. Okay, so what is the condition? Sum of their squares is 1862. Okay, sum of their squares is equal to 1862. Then what is 3x whole square? 9x square, 4x square plus 25x square equal to 1862. Now 9, 4, 13, 13 plus 25 is equal to 38x square equal to 1862. Now cancel this, x square equal to 1862 by 38. Then what is the answer? Try to solve this. Okay, what is the answer? Try to solve this. Okay, then after solving the x value, you are getting only the multiplication factor, but to get the original numbers you have to multiply this value to all these one, then you will get each and every number. Okay, what is the solution for this? 1862 by 38. Okay, 2 19s are 2 9s are and 2 31s are. Okay, then what is 19 1s are 19 5s are 95, so 19 4s are. What is the 19 4s are 76. After removing the 76, what is the remainder here? So it is 17. 171. 171 means it is 19. 8 9s are 171. Okay. X square value is 48. Then what is the x value? What is the x value? Then we have to 48. Okay. Then find the value of root 48 and substitute this. Okay. Let's check once. What is the cancellation is right or wrong? 38. 2 19s are 2 9s are 2 3s are 1s are. It is 931. 19 1s are 19 4s are 19 4s are 76. 76. What is the remainder? 4 plus 13 17. Okay, 171. 171 means 19 9s are 19 9s are. That's the mistake you will do. Okay, 49 equal to 7. Now the multiplication factor is 7. Okay, 7. Multiply these 7 with this. So what are the values? 3 into 7 21, 2 into 7 14, and 5 into 7 35. Okay, these are the original numbers, these three numbers, but these are not the numbers or values. Okay, these three numbers are in this relation or in this ratio. Okay, moving to the next question. Three numbers x, y, z are in the ratio 7:8:16 and z is 27 more than x. Find x, y, z. In this way, in this question, and generally what they will follow, if they are converting with 7x, 8x and 16x, then try to equating with some values, but here there is no value to equate. Then simple logic. Okay, the question itself having the logic. Okay, three numbers x, y, z are in the ratio 7:8:16 and z is 27 more than x. So in the problem he is mentioning z is 27 more than x. Okay, these are the ratios, not the values. Okay, but z is 27 more than value, is 27 is value. But see, what is the difference between x and z? So x is 7, z is 16 in terms of ratios. Okay, 7x and 16x. Difference between these two is 9x. But according to the problem, 27. If 9 parts is 27, what is the total? Okay, 7 plus 8 plus 16. It is the total. Okay, 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 16, 31. 31 parts. How much? 9 into 3, 31 into 3. How 9 become 27 means 9 into 3. Then 31 into 3 means 93. Okay. In this way, the total value is 93. Okay. But what they want x, y, z. Okay. 7x means 7 parts out of 31 parts. But what is the value of 31 parts? 93. Everyone are understanding? So first we are taking difference between the x and z in terms of the values or number of parts. So x is 7 parts, z is 16 parts. What is the total parts? 31 parts. In this 31 parts, x and z, the difference between x and z is 9 parts. But actually, according to the given data, z is 27 more than x. According to the problem, z is 27 more than x. But according to our assumption, z is 9 parts more than x. So this 9 parts is equal to 27. Then total 31 parts is equal to 93. In this, we want x share, y share, z share. Okay. X is 7 parts out of 31 parts. Okay. But if we want in the values, okay, 31 on 3 is 21. Then what is the y? 8 by 31 into 93. 24. Then what is Z? 16 by 31 into 93. 348. Okay. So we are dividing this 93 between X, Y, Z in 7, 8, 16. 7 is to 8 is to 16 ratio. Okay. So this is the total X share, Y share, Z share. When compared with 93, we are getting the values. Okay. Let us move to the next question. An amount of 117 rupees is divided among A, B, C in certain ratio. By mistake, they divided the amount by considering the inverse ratio 2:3:4. Due to this, C got more. Find how much C got more. Okay. First understand the question. Okay. I have 117 rupees. 117 rupees. I want to distribute this amount between 3 persons A, B, C. Okay. In what ratio? So I am taking some ratio. I like A so much, then I will give more to A, and I don't like C, so I will give less to C. In this way, I am following some ratio. Okay. But while dividing this amount between these 3 persons, the person who is dividing is considering the inverse ratio. So he took the 2:3:4. Okay. But what is the actual value? Okay. By considering the inverse ratio as 2:3. Okay. Actual the ratio is this one. But is considered the inverse ratio of this is 2:3:4. Then he divided among them. But we see in the previous slide. Okay. What is the inverse ratio of A is to B is to C? 1 by A is to 1 by B is to 1 by C. And what is the inverse ratio means? Directly we are not writing C is to B is to A. Okay. We are taking LCM. But he is not taking, but the person who is dividing this amount, he did not consider the LCM. Then he directly says it is the original ratio. But he took the inverse ratio as 2:3:4. But what is the original ratio? 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. Then convert this value into ratio. LCM of 2, 3, 4. What is the LCM of 2, 3, 4? 12. Okay. Multiply with that value. 12, 12, 12. Then 6:4:3. It is the actual inverse ratio of 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. But the person took this as 2:3:3. Directly is taking one inverse of 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 is 2:3:4. But what is the actual inverse ratio of 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4? 6:4:3. Okay. Now divide this amount. What is the total amount? 117. What is the total parts? 6 plus 4, 10, 13. 13 parts equal to 117 rupees. What is 6 parts? 6 by 13 into 117. So 13 nines are. So 6 parts equal to 54. Okay. What is 4 parts? 4 by 13 into 117. 36. Then remaining is the third one. So 3 parts equal to 3 by 13 into 117. 27. Okay. 27. But there is some other question. Due to this wrong division, C got more. Okay. C got more. Due to this wrong ratio. Okay. How much C got more due to that one? So here is the original value 27. But when considered with the wrong ratio, what is the value that C is getting? So what is the total? 2 plus 3 plus 4. How much? 9 parts. So 9 parts is equal to 117. Okay. So 1 part equal to 13. So what is the C? 4 parts. 4 parts equal to 13 into 4 means 56. When you consider with the wrong one, okay, wrong ratio, C is getting 56. But actually C is able to get only 27 rupees. What is the difference? What is the difference? Okay. Sorry, it is 52. Okay. C is getting 25 rupees more. Okay, everyone understood? C is getting 25 rupees more because of the consideration of wrong ratio. Okay. The person who is dividing this 117 rupees between ABC is considered original ratios inverse. Okay. Original ratio is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. So he has to divide this amount the inverse ratio, but he don't know how to calculate inverse ratio. So directly he is taking 2:3:4 as the inverse ratio of 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. Okay. Then due to this mistake, C got 25 rupees more. Okay. Consider this. These are the some of the previous questions asked in the different examinations, bank, CGL, SI, Panchayat Raj. Okay. So it is a very important question in every question paper. You will find this. Okay. These two problems. Rupees 195 contained in a box. There is one box. Okay. In this box, I have 195 rupees total amount. Okay. This amount denomination is, okay, if you are having a 2000 rupees, okay, or 2000 we have directly note, I want 735 rupees. Okay. Then if you want to pay the 735 rupees to me, how you will pay? Just you will directly 500 into 3, 200 into 1, 100 rupees note into 1, and a 5 rupees coin. This is the denomination. Directly you are getting 1735 rupees. In this way, 195 rupees in a box, there is 195 rupees, and the denominations are in the 1 rupee, 50 paisa and 25 paisa. Okay. Some of the amount is 1 rupee, some of the amount is 50 paisa, and some of the amount is 25 paisa coins. They are in the ratio of 5:6:7. It is not the value, it is the only ratio. Okay. 5:6:7. Find the number of 50 paisa coins. Okay. Then how to solve this type of questions? Okay. So I am converting this 5:6:7 into values 5x, 6x, 7x. Okay. So 5x coins of 1 rupee is there. Okay. I am multiplying this 5x into 1 rupee to get the amount of 1 rupees coin. Okay. Here, how many 500 rupees notes are there? 3 notes is there. So what is the amount? 1500 rupees. The worth of these 3 notes is 1500 rupees. In this way, we have 5x coins of 1 rupee. What is the value of that 1 rupee 5x coins? Means 5x coins into value is 1 rupee. Means 5x coins. And what is the 50 NP coin? 6x. 1 by 2, 3x. And 25 paisa coins, 7x into 1 by 4. 7x by 4. This total amount, this total value is equal to how much? 195 rupees. Then do it. 20x plus 12x plus 7x equal to, it is 780 rupees. Okay, 780 rupees. Then 20, 12, 32, 32, 39, x equal to 780. So x equal to, x is a 20, is the number of count. Okay. If you want to find out the 50 paisa coins, so what is the 50 paisa coins, number of coins according to our assumption? It is 6x. Okay. 6x equal to 6 into 20 equal to 120 50 paisa coins are there in that box. In the same way, find 1 rupee coins. Okay. 5x 1 rupee coins are there. 5 into 20 means 100 coins are there. Then 25 paisa coins is 7x means 7 into 20, 140. If you want to check the answer is right, please add all these. Okay. So 100 rupees, 120 50 paisa coins means what is the value? 60 rupees. 140 25 paisa coins are there, then what is the value? 35 rupees. So 100 plus 60, 160, and this 35, 195 rupees. In this way you can check the answer. Okay. Try to convert in this ratio into values and then value into the amount. Okay. What is that amount, net worth of that coins? Okay. Then two alloys contain copper and iron in the ratio 5:8 and 5:3. So alloy 1 contains copper and iron. Okay. Alloy is nothing but mixing of two metals. Okay. Alloy 1 is having copper and iron in the ratio 5:8. And another alloy is having copper and iron in the ratio 5:3. Okay. Then if both are mixed in equal quantities, they are mixed in the equal quantities. So the ratio of copper and iron in the resultant alloy. Okay. I have one bowl. I am having 5:8 copper and iron mixture. And another bowl I have 5:3 copper and iron. I am mixing these two into a new vessel with equal quantities. Okay. In this resultant mixture, what is the copper and iron ratio? Then how to solve this type of question? So here total parts is 13 parts. Here total parts is 8 parts. when they are mixing in equal quantities. But here they are in equal quantities? No, because here 13 parts, here 8 parts. We don't know the actual value. Okay, 5 parts of copper means we don't know how many kgs it is. 8 parts of iron means how many kgs we don't know. But we know only Li1 is 13 parts, Li2 is 8 parts. Okay, to mix the equal quantities, first make them equal. Okay, how to make them equal? What is the LCM of 13 and 18? So 13 into 18. What is 13 eighths? If you want to know this, please try to learn 20 tables. Okay, 20 tables, 1 to 25 squares, 1 to 10 cubes. Okay, if you know this, you can solve any simplification or any cancellation problem very easily. Okay, what is 13 eighths? It is 104. Okay, 104. So make it 104. How? Multiply these 13 parts with 8 and this 13, because LCM of 13 and 8 is 104. So I am multiplying this one. Okay, 5 8s are 40, 8 8s are 64. Then it is 104 parts. Li2, 13 5s are 65 is to 13 3s are 39. This is also 104. I am mixing these two in the equal quantities. This is 104 quantities, this is 104 quantities. What is the resultant? 105 is to how much this is? How much? 30, 104. Okay, 104 or 103, 103. Okay, 105 is to 103. Okay, this is copper and iron. If he is asking for iron and copper, then first option is same as like 105 is to 103. Then we will blindly go and mark this one. But please see if there is any LOS question, in what format, in which order he is asking for the ratio. Okay, here I am giving copper and the copper and iron in the ratio. But if he asks for iron and copper, we should reverse it. 103 is to 105. Okay, first make the two quantities equal into equal parts, then add them. Okay, next moving to the second question. You can see the ratios application and percentage application any topics. Okay, you can use percentages anywhere and you can use ratios in anywhere, like ages and work and wages. Okay, and some of the questions with business number systems, the product of two numbers is this and the two numbers are in this ratio, some a, x and y. So in this type of question, so ratio and proportion percentages are the basic concepts you should learn to solve all the arithmetic questions. Okay, the ratio of angles of a triangle is 3:5:7. Find the below ones. What is the highest angle or largest angle? Okay, what is the total angles of the triangle? A triangle is all the three angles is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, here three parts. Here we have 3:5:7, three angles. So in any triangle, if you add all the three side angles, it should equal to the 180 degrees. Okay, here how many parts are there? 3:5:7. It is 15 parts. So 15 parts is equal to 180 degrees. Then what is the highest angle means? 7 parts. 7 parts equal to how much? How 15 becomes 180? By multiplying with 12 into 12 means 12 sevens are 84 degrees. So highest angle is 84 degrees. And the second question, what is the difference between double the smallest angle? Okay, in this question find the smallest angle. What is the smallest angle? 3 parts. So 1 part is equal to 12. So 3 parts equal to 36. Okay, what is the difference between the double the smallest angle? So 36, double the smallest angle and the half of the largest angle. So difference between the double the smallest angle and half of the largest angle. What is the largest angle? 84 degrees. Okay, that's it. 84 degrees. 84 degrees of is 42 degrees. Okay, 2 into 36, 72 degrees minus 42 degrees. What is the difference? 30 degrees. Okay, in this way ratio can be used in geometry, ratio can be used in ages problem, ratio can be used in the partnership problem, ratio can be used in the alligations mixtures, ratio can be used in the number system simplifications. You can use anywhere to form a question. Okay, try to find out the next one. This is a mixtures question. Okay, this question belongs to mixtures. So allegations and mixtures also comes under ratio and proportion concept. Ages also comes under ratios and proportion. Okay, a vessel is partially filled with a mixture of 91 liters. Okay, 91 liters of milk and water. They are in the ratio 6:7. Find the quantity of water added to change the ratio. Okay, these are the ratios, not the values. I have a container or a tank or a vessel. Okay, I have a 91 liters of mixture is there. Okay, mixture means mixing of two items. Okay, in this milk and water are there. Okay, milk and water both are mixed, and this vessel contains 91 liters of this mixture, milk and water mixture. They are in the ratio 6:7. Means out of 13 parts, okay, out of 13 parts which are in this container or vessel, 6 parts is milk, 7 parts is water. Okay, first find out the how much milk and how much water is there in the vessel. Okay, 13 parts is equal to 91 liters. Okay, then what is 6 parts? Okay, how 13 becomes 91? By 7 into multiply with 7. 6 7 ja 42 liters. So total 91 liters in the vessel. In this 42 liters are the milk, and the remaining is, what is, how much remaining is there? 49 liters is the water. Okay, 42 liters is the milk and 49 liters is the water. That's it. Okay, if you are doubt, please try to solve this. 7 parts into 7, then you will get 49 liters. Okay, now in this 91 liters, 42 liters are milk and 49 liters are water. Okay, then I am adding some liters of water to this mixture. Then the ratio will change. Is it? Because I am adding water. So in this container, the water quantity is increasing. So the ratio between milk and water will change because of the extra added water. Okay, let us see this 49 liters. How much water I am adding? Because the ratio is given. Okay, 42 liters and 49 liters. Okay, the ratio is changing to 3:5 or 3/4. Okay, I am adding water to the water quantity only. Okay, I don't know how much I am adding. Okay, 42 into 5 equal to 3 into 49 plus 3 water. Okay, 42 5 ja 210, 49 3 ja 147 plus 3 water. The difference between these 3 is 63 equal to 3 water. The water equal to then 21. So when you add 21 liters of water to this actual 91 liters, then the ratio is changed from 6:7 to 3:5. You feel if it is very lengthy process. Now it is very lengthy process, because to understand you everyone, I am explaining this. If you are thorough with the ratios and percentages or converting multiplication, then you can skip all these steps and directly you can write 21 liters, or you can go with the comparison method. Try to solve this type of mixtures questions. Okay, using ratio and proportions we can solve ages questions, allegations questions, mixture questions, partnership questions, races and games question. Let us see how the races games are done with this. Everyone think races and games comes under time, speed, distance, because there is a speed, there is a defeat person, if A person defeats B person, but it comes under ratios and proportions. Using ratios and proportion we can easily solve a races question. Let us see the races question. In a 100 meters race, A beats B by 20 meters, B beats C by 25 meters, then find A beats C by how many meters? A, B, C participants participating in a 100 meters race. Okay, A beats B by 20 meters, means A finished his race 100 meters. Finished his race, B is at 80 meters, because A beats B by 20 meters, means the difference between A and B is 20 meters when A finishes the race. In this way, B beats C by 25 meters, means when B finishes his race, C is at 75, because the difference is 25 meters. Okay, in this way, when A finishes his race 100 meters, B is at 80 meters, then C is at what position? We have to find. Then only we can say A beats C by how many meters? What is the difference? We can find. Okay. Generally, how can we write? Okay. When A is at 100 meters, B is at 80 meters. Okay. When B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. Everyone clear with this? Okay. I will repeat again. Okay. In a 100 meters race, A beats B by 20 meters. B beats C by 25 meters. Beats means A finished his race. Okay. A is at the winning point. Okay. Crossed the winning line. Okay. A completed his race 100 meters. When A completed the 100 meters race, B is at 80 meters. So the difference between A and B is 20 meters. So A wins B by 20 meters. Okay. Then next, B also completed his race. B also reached to 100 meters. Then when B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters because B beats C by 25 meters. So the difference between these two is 25 meters. When B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. But here he is asking about when A completed the race, B is at 80. At that situation, where is C? Okay. Then when B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. When comparing these two, I am comparing these two. When B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. When B is in 80 meters, because when A finishes, B is 80 meters. So I am taking B as a reference. When A is at 100 meters, B is at 80 meters. Okay. In this way, when B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. Okay. When B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. Okay. When B is at 80 meters, where is C? I am comparing with these two equations. Okay. When B is 100 meters. When B is at 100 meters, C is at 75 meters. In this way, when B is at 80 meters, where is C? Cross multiply. 25 3 ja, 25 4 ja, 420 ja, means 60 meters. When A is at 100 meters, B is at 80 meters. When B is at 80 meters, C is at 60 meters. So A beats B by 20 meters and A beats C by difference 40 meters. So A beats C by 40 meters. Then how you can solve using a ratios? Okay. A beats B by 20 meters. Means I am writing this as A is at 100, B is at 80. Okay, difference is 20. When B beats C by 25 meters, means when B is at 100, C is at 75. The difference is 25. In this way, I have these two datas, but I want A by C. A beats C by how much? Okay, A by B. So using the given data, A by B into B by C. If you cancel BB, you will get A by C. So A is at 100, B is at 80. B is at 100, C is at 75. Okay. Don't cancel these two hundreds. Cancel only 100 because we are comparing. Already we are taking A is at 100 meters at the finish line. So 100 is our reference point. Okay. Then only we can take the distance from the 100. Okay. Or 25 3 ja, 25 4 ja, 4 1 ja, 4 20 ja. 25 4 ja, 23 ja. So 100 by 60. So when A by C, when A is at 100, C is at 60. So A beats C by 40 meters. Same answer. Okay, 40 meters. In this way, ratio and proportions are used in the races and games. Games also same. In a 100-point game, A beats B by 30 points, B beats C by 25 points, then A beats C by. You can use this method or comparison or cross multiplication method to get the answer. But using the ratios is very simple to get the answer.